Hey everyone, how are you all? So today I'm making this recipe which is one of my favorite ones, and this recipe I'm using this spread, the French biscuit spread from Apyura. I've recently got these products and trust me, they're so amazing. And this one, the French biscuit, is super yummy. Actually, it doesn't really need any recipe. You can just eat the whole thing by itself. It's so good. And along with this, I'm also using the Bourbon whiskey flavoring, which is also from Fab Flavors. And this is going to be a really simple but delicious recipe that I'm making out of this. So let's get started. Now the first thing that I need for this is a pack of Bourbon biscuits. You can take any other biscuits also, but I prefer the extra chocolatey flavor, so I'm using Bourbon. So I'm just going to take these biscuits and put them in the mixie and crush them. So I'm just going to break them up. I'm using the cream also. And now I'm going to give this a mix and grind them to a fine powder. Now this has become a nice fine powder. To this I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of melted butter and for that little extra flavor I'm also going to add in the Bourbon whiskey essence. So I'm just going to add in about half a teaspoon of this essence. This is a really nice flavor and it gives you that extra little boozy effect if you want. So this is optional, you can omit it, but I love this flavor. And now I'm going to give all of this a quick mix again. This mix has now come together nicely. Now I have here with me some loose bottom tart cases. So I'm going to make tarts out of this biscuit. So I'll just take the biscuit mix, the biscuit and butter mix, and put it in my tart cases. You can alter the amount of butter so that you basically have your biscuit crumbs nicely come together. So depending on the texture, you can vary the butter a little. Now I'm going to press these to the bottom of the mold. Press it nice and firm. And then I'm also going to spread it up the sides. So you have to make a nice tart case out of the entire thing. So use the required amount of the biscuit mix that you will need. Using my fingers, I'm just going up on the sides. So you can just take it from the center and move up on the sides. Make the tart case of even thickness. So this is now ready. Likewise, I'll do the same with the others also. My tart cases have now been chilled for 30 minutes. These are good to go like this. Also, you can go ahead with the filling, but I prefer to have a little, have them a little more crisper. So I've already preheated my oven at 180 degrees and I'm going to bake these for about 10 minutes before we do the filling. So this is an optional step that I like to do. you can either do it or omit it. It's as per your choice. My tarts have now baked and cooled. So I'm going to unmold them. Take them out. And now gently slide off the back of the case, and I'll transfer this onto a serving plate. And now my favorite part of the recipe, I am going to fill these up with this French biscuit spread. These are the Apyura spreads from Fab Flavors, and now this is a lovely creamy spread, and if you can see, it has this nice, it has those crunchy biscuits in it, the French biscuits, so which gives it a really nice crunch when you're having it. I really have to control myself while I'm making this thing to not just eat it up straight from the jar, because it is so yummy. I'm going to spread this into my case. And now I'm going to chill these for a bit. These tarts have now chilled, and now I'm going to just decorate them a little. So I have here some chocolate ganache with me, which I'm going to just pipe on these. You can even use whipping cream if you want for piping. And now I have some toasted hazelnuts, which I'm going to top these with. And since fresh cherries are in season, I'm also using some cherries. So I've just cut the cherries into half and pitted them. And I'm going to add one whole cherry in the center. And I'm also going to add in a little dash of gold with these cute little hearts. And my chocolate French biscuit tarts are now ready.